Good morning. I'm Paul Gallagher. I'm the chairman of ITIC. I'm also happen to be the general manager of this hotel, which is just odd. Not that odd, really. Eoghan O'Mara Walsh beside me is the chief executive of the Irish Tourism Industry Confederation. On Eoghan's left is Anya Cabinet from the Storehouse. I just thought we'd bring one or two members because it keeps it relevant. And on my right hand side is Nick Mottram from Irish Ferries. So ITIC has 30 members representing airlines, airports, ports, ferries, bed and breakfast, restaurants, you name it. I think the whole broad spectrum of tourism. This morning, I think we're gathered here, to talk about Brexit particularly, and we produced a document which we launched today. And really, I suppose we're trying to identify where we believe there's a significant shortfall in government thinking in relation to tourism and hospitality. I suppose it's not really seen as part of the export sector for some peculiar reason, even though all of our income is foreign earnings, except for the domestic market. Roughly about 4.7 billion in overseas visitor revenue, and then there's about 1.5 billion on top of that with carriers, so the ferries and the airlines, so it's about 7 billion in total. Last year, a record year, just shy of 10 million visitors. 2 in 5 of every one of those visitors was from the United Kingdom or Northern Ireland, and they spent about, or they're worth about 20% of all our tourism revenue. And that leads us to where we are today. I suppose the concern that as an export sector, or even you could even say foreign investment, because we don't go offshore to get the money, they come here, but still it's foreign investment. Of all the industries in the export business, no Brexit supports have been given to tourism, whilst they have to the agri-food sector and to manufacturing, and both are quite deserving of that, by the way. It's not that we say they shouldn't. And I suppose if I could just quickly debunk this idea that the VAT rate is, we have been given the VAT rate and that's good boys, pat on the head, that's what you're getting. The VAT rate is correct at 9% VAT for hospitality. 17 and 19 Eurozone countries enjoy a VAT rate of 10% or less. As far as we're concerned in the tourism industry, it's correct anyhow, regardless of a Brexit being here or not. Where we need support on Brexit is in relation to market diversification. If the British market is to soften, we will have to find additional visitors from other locations across Northern Europe and the United States and North America. And we have great potential to do so, but without the proper resources for marketing, we won't be able to do it. Within the British market then, I suppose I want to draw attention to the fact that the British market tourism budget has been stripped by about 45% in the last 6 years. And that has manifested itself in a recall in the British market. So a recent survey by Tourism Ireland, conducted by Red Sea, when they interviewed British citizens who had been here before about their view or the awareness they have of any Irish marketing promotion, it showed a 17% decline in the awareness of the Irish market, as in Ireland as a destination to holiday. And at the same time, those very same people had a recall of 35% more awareness of marketing of British destinations within the island of Britain. And we compete as a domestic destination in the British market. So we compete with Edinburgh, the Lake District, the Cotswolds, and so on. This is really seen as a local destination to the British, even though they have to take a flight over the Irish Sea to get here. And that really is where we're drawing the emphasis on the lack of support for tourism and hospitality vis-a-vis other export sectors.